Trump looks more and more like presidential campaign was illegally being spied on by feds. President Trump took to Twitter on Sunday to declare that it is looking more and more like his 2016 campaign for the presidency was illegally being spied on. Looking more and more like the Trump campaign for president was illegally being spied upon, surveillance, for the political gain of crooked Hillary Clinton and the DNC. Ask her how that worked out, she did better with crazy Bernie. Republicans must get tough now. An illegal scam. Trump wrote in an early morning post. Trump claimed the new release of top-secret documents about surveillance of a former Trump campaign aide confirms that the Justice Department and the Federal Bureau of Investigation misled the courts in the run-up to the Russian collusion probe. In another Sunday tweet, Trump quoted Andrew McCarthy, a news commentator, saying, "I said this could never happen. This is so bad that they should be looking at the judges who signed off on this stuff, not just the people who gave it. It is so bad it screams out at you." Trump was referring to yesterday's release of 412 pages of documents about the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA, court, which led to the feds targeting Carter Page, who had been a Trump campaign advisor. These documents are heavily redacted but seem to confirm the FBI and DOJ misled the courts in withholding the material information that Hillary Clinton's campaign and the DNC were behind the intelligence used to persuade the courts to approve the FISA warrants that targeted the Trump team. Given this corruption, President Trump should intervene and declassify the heavily redacted material, said Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton. Trump also wrote on Twitter on Sunday. Source number 1 was the fake dossier. Yes, the dirty dossier, paid for by Democrats as a hit piece against Trump, and looking for information that could discredit candidate number 1 Trump. Carter Page was just the foot to surveil the Trump campaign. Illegal. On Saturday, Trump once again railed on the investigation into whether members of the Trump campaign colluded with Russia, a probe that appears to moving in several different directions at once. Like the investigation into President Bill Clinton, which began as a probe into a suspect financial transaction but ended with perjury charges after his affair with Monica Lewinsky came to light, Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation appears to be toward sex, too. On Friday, reports emerged that Trump's one-time lawyer, Michael Cohen, recorded a conversation with Trump about a former Playboy model who claims Trump once had an affair with her. On Saturday, Trump ripped the probe and his former lawyer. Inconceivable that the government would break into a lawyer's office, early in the morning, almost unheard of, Trump wrote on Twitter Saturday morning. Even more inconceivable that a lawyer would tape a client, totally unheard of and perhaps illegal. The good news is that your favorite president did nothing wrong. Trump also blasted what he called the rigged witch hunt. The rigged witch hunt, headed by the 13 angry Democrats, and now 4 more have been added, one who worked directly for Obama seems intent on damaging the Republican Party's chances in the November election. This Democrat excuse for losing the 2016 election never ends. He wrote. And he went on. No collusion, no obstruction, but that doesn't matter because the 13 angry Democrats, who are only after Republicans and totally protecting Democrats, want this witch hunt to drag out to the November election. Republicans